Hey guys, many of you have been asking for an update on that refrigerator dendrobium that I was messing with last fall. Well, let's just say school and life and tests happened. My experiment went rather poorly and rather incompletely as well. But I can tell you a few things. First off, to clarify, there is a video I made, I'll link below, that talks about how I wanted to chill a dendrobium within my own house. This is a Dendrobium Kingianum, and they need a pretty cold winter rest to form flowers. And if you don't chill them enough, they could form too many keikis and die. I know that's a big problem with Dendrobium nobile. My problem was to put it in the refrigerator every single night and not water it at all and see what happened. Well, as you can see, this plant has become a bunch of wrinkled little twigs. Dendrobium Kingianum can have canes as thick as my finger, and this one probably used to, but as you can see, the energy has been depleted significantly from these guys. You can see loose sheaths everywhere. You can see skinny leaves. This orchid was attacked by mites. It's not a pretty sight what happened. And I think I wound up putting it in the refrigerator at night every night for a couple weeks at the most. And then I just quit because school, duh, I'm a senior chemistry student. I don't have time for complicated experiments. JK, that's all I should have time for, right? But it kind of fell apart. And I figured that this orchid was a goner. I let this orchid sit in my house for a few months. No care, no nothing. November, December, January, February. I kind of didn't water it. I didn't do anything to it. And it sat in the window all day, every day. Somehow, however, it survived this treatment. Dendrobium Kingianum, as well as many other orchids, are just troopers. They want to live. They've been around on this planet for millions of years. They're cool. They know how to do it. So what we have here on this orchid, after all my mistreatment, are some new growths coming up. And you can see a new growth here, a new growth here, and another new growth right here. You can see new roots coming out. You can see that it is uptaking water well in spite of all my shit treatment of this plant. It's miraculous. Now, we didn't get any blooms. This could be the start of a keiki that quit because there's not enough energy in this plant to do much of anything. But somehow this Dendrobium Kingianum survived the winter of my abuse. Now, other conclusions aside from orchids are tough as nails, and this would be a good one to try with if you're scared of fucking up. I think that I went too cold too fast. In nature, orchids are going to experience the weather gradually cooling down, like, you know, because that's how weather works and climates work. You have slow change of the seasons. It's not typically abrupt in most climates that I'm aware of. So putting it straight into the refrigerator at night might have been a little harsh, might have been harsh in the vibe on this poor baby orchid. Secondly, I think that Australian dendrobiums and Dendrobium Kingianum, I'm pretty sure, falls into the Aussie den category. Australian dendrobiums tend to need less water, but I think I cut out the water too hard. I mean, look at this thing. Does this look like it got overwatered throughout the winter? I don't think so. It got underwatered throughout the winter. So I think if you're going to go ahead and try to get these guys cold so they'll rebloom for you, you need to bring on the cold gradually. If you live in a climate that doesn't go below about 30 Fahrenheit, or what is that, -2 Celsius at wintertime at the most, you could probably put this outside. If you're in a cold climate but you have a little bit warmer garage, maybe you could do the garage. I would still suggest watering this maybe every 2 weeks, just giving it a little water and no fertilizer, and gradually bringing on the cold. And I think that the orchid would do better. That's what I would do if I were to repeat this experiment with Dendrobium Kingianums. I was going to throw this guy out because I kind of don't care anymore, but he's such a trooper, you know. Gotta give mad props to this guy for surviving my abuse, so I think I'll keep it around and see how it looks later this year, and feel free to nag me for some updates a few months from now. I hope that you enjoyed this video, you guys. Take care and have a nice day. Bye!